Oh, I mean, Rick has showed that from last year when he, led us on that drive against Penn State. He is great. He's a great guy. He's a great quarterback. He's a good leader. He's been showing us his leadership skills all through the summer and even into now. So, I mean, that's been apparent since last year.
Last year it seemed like you and Seth were kind of the spokesman for the offensive line. Seth's gone now. Do you see yourself as the leader of this offensive line?
Yeah, I guess. I'm one of the younger guys on the line still. There's still, lots of seniors still on our offensive line, and I'm still one of the younger ones. So, I guess, I don't know. That's a tough one.
You've probably already been asked this about, your name's starting to come up with NFL stuff. Do you have a response? I guess. What is? I know that you're probably. Reese said you're probably in there breaking down practice film from today.
I already did that. I already did that. But my response to that is, I'm looking at the season right now. That's the only thing really that's on my mind. Whatever comes out, it's going to come out. And I just want to win a Big Ten championship, and I want to help my team win a Big Ten championship.
Have you looked at that insurance that guys get? I know Gallery had it his senior year. Have you looked into that?
Yeah, I've looked into that. Coach Ferentz and I have sat down and we've looked into that option. So, yeah.
Have you done that?
I think as of right now, I think my family and I are leaning towards that direction.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive, isn't it?
Yeah, from what I know, it's a little bit expensive, but I think it's definitely well worth it. I think it's well worth it.
Peace of mind for your year.
Right? Yeah, even going out there, I'm not too worried about injuries or anything. I'm still going to go out there if I had it or hadn't. Go 110% no matter what. So,
what do you feel like you need to clean up to, for it to become a decision? For what do you feel you need to fix or get better at? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think when you break down film, and you watch the games from last year, I think there's a lot of things I can improve on in the run game and in the pass game. And like I said before, that all what I've been working on this summer is the footwork. So, if I clean up that, I think that'll help out a lot of things.
Was there any play that you got beat on last year that you think about that kind of motivated you through the offseason? Was there a sack you gave up or a block you missed or something?
Yeah, I had a couple mess ups last year, and you rewatch those. That's not something you just go away from because it was bad. You watch that and learn from it. So there was a couple plays that I learned from last year, and I was able to this summer kind of focus on that and work on what I did wrong.
Do you have any specifics?
No, I had there's a game against Iowa State and Purdue that there were a couple plays in there that kind of got me. So, just rewatching that film and seeing what guys did to me and kind of just fixing it off that.
The offensive line last year was a clear strength. Are you kind of looking at center thinking, are you kind of interested in what goes on there? What's going to happen to that spot?
I'm confident in all the guys we got there.
Yeah.
Kep, James, and Roth. I'm confident with all of them. They've all practiced with the ones, so I'm confident with all those guys. Those guys have all shown that they can play football and play it at a high level, so I'm not worried about that at all.
How about the guards?
Same.
Yeah.
They're still. Dace is a great player, and he's proved that a couple of years ago that he could play football at a high level there. Lots of seniors: Doring, Kemple, Geddes. There's plenty of guys that can do it.
Do you feel like this team will have a running game like it did last year?
I think so. I think that's the goal. I think that's every time we come into a season, we know we want to run the football. That's a big part of our offense. So I think we can do that. But we need to start working on that right now in camp. We started on it in spring, summer came, now it's camp, and we got to work on that now.
Have you done anything different this summer? Coming in, particularly with some high expectations both for the team and for yourself individually. Anything different this summer?
I think I've pretty much done the same this summer as I did last summer. Just come in every day and just work hard and trying to get better on the little things. And I think I've done the same this summer as I did last.
Can you expand on that, getting better on the little things? What does that mean exactly?
I say the little things are just like cleaning up, leaning in pass pro, footwork, identifying fronts, just the little things that can bite you in a game.
Can you talk about exactly what it takes to people can say your genetics factors in a little bit, but I know there's been well chronicled. You put in a lot of extra work. Can you kind of go over that a little bit?
Extra work is
like in weight room, film room.
The weight room. Coach Doyle takes care of that. He puts the program out there and I do it. I don't think there's much extra that I do really besides what he puts out there for me. And film study and individual work out here with other guys on the team, that's just extra stuff. That's just stuff I feel you have to do to be a good player in this conference because there's plenty of good players and I know guys on our team, on our offensive line especially, have done that this summer. So
is there a matchup that you're looking forward to this year?
All of them. I'm looking forward to all of them.
No particular guy?
I'm going against plenty of good players this year, so I'm looking forward to all of them.
Bryan, do you always will scare some people? What's your size?
I think what is it? Anyone know what the thing has got me?
6'5", 315.
I think that's right around there. Yeah, that's right around there. That's right around right.
6'6", 315.
It's probably dead on then. That's got to be right.
Never wrong.
That's out there, right?
Yeah. You're like us old guys. We can't remember our weight. And try not to.
I don't want to know my way, right?
Good luck to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So Jared Odrick, that's not a name that's come up for you? I mean, that's just off the top of my head.
Yeah, he's a defensive tackle, but he's a guy that when you watch Penn State, he sticks out so much. He's a great player. He's a high intensity player, and he's fun to watch because he makes lots of tackles and lots of big plays. He's a great player. He's fun to watch, but I don't know how much I'll be seeing him, but he's a phenomenal player.
Did your performance against Maben last year, did that kind of open your eyes? I mean, he came in. I think he was the sack leader in the Big Ten.
Oh, absolutely.
And I don't know if he did much in that game.
I don't know what the official stats were in the game, but I know every play he had me thinking about what he was going to do. I know I studied lots of tape on him, and I got a good feel for him. And I don't think it opened my eyes. I knew I could play football, in the Big Ten once I was going against Adrian every day out there on the field. Because look at the guy; he's a load. Where is it around here?
Yeah.
But he's a load himself, so being able to block a guy like that, gave me confidence to be able to play football at a high level in the Big Ten. So.
And people don't realize that some of the best you get is out here.
Absolutely. Our defense I think is the best every year. One of the best in the country every year, 4th or 5th was it?
Right.
So that's the thing. I don't think people are realize how good our defensive line is and how good our linebackers and DBs are. We get great looks out here in practice, and that's what I love about it. That we come out here really every day and get better because we go against those guys.
How much 1v1 do you guys do?
One-on-one?
In camp?
We do plenty of it. We do plenty of it. We have lots of different periods throughout the practice that we get to go against those guys one-on-one.